Okay, so welcome to Home Improvements with Dugan. We haven't been filming all day because I had to do a lot of running around, but here we are in my garage. And if you just saw the picture of the closet, that's all. The doors are on there now. The shelves are hung up. That was a pain in the ass getting that level, but they're there and they're good. And now that open area needs a top. So we're going to turn this nice piece of birch into a top with a frame made out of 2x4s and then a nice piece of trim on the front to even it out, make it look nice. So stay tuned. We're going to put all this stuff. Yeah, this is my garage and it's a mess, so I'm not going to show you, but stay tuned. So first thing I'm going to do is cut this piece of birch. Now, it's a nice piece. Not so bad. It's got a few notches in on this side and this side. Now, it's not going to be the exact fit, so we have to figure out what side we like better. We definitely like this side better, so we're going to cut, keeping in mind that this will be on top. I get that price tag out. Now, here we go. 36 inches. We're going to mark it with what we call a crow's foot. And then we're going to measure again. Remember, kiddos, we measure twice, so we only have to cut once. See? Just a little off. Now, we're going to use my T-square to mark it and draw a flat line all the way up. Okay, so I've measured twice, so I can only have to cut once, because really I only get one shot at this. I've marked my line out with a straight edge, and I'm going to use my Milwaukee cordless battery-powered circular saw. I love this bad boy. Here we go. Now remember, when using power tools, always wear a set of safety glasses. Can't stress this enough, you don't want anything going in your eyes because you only get 2 of them. Just saying. Here we go. Okay, so a little bit off, but not a big deal. We got a belt sander. We're going to smooth that out right away. And yes, these do light up. They came with the house. Don't ask me, but I'm using them. I swear to God, if I ever find the jag-off that put plaster in this house, I'm going to knock them into tomorrow. Shit. This is the base frame for the countertop, or top of that cabinet I'm making. This is a table, so ignore that, but the frame is correct. It fits! I'm covered in sawdust, so this could happen. Boom! Fits! Like a glove! Okay, so now that we know the top fits into the space on top of the frame, which is huge, big victory. Now we're going to attach the top to the frame itself. I've got a little excess here, so I'm just going to lop that right off with my saw, so it fits perfectly in there. Here we go. Now it's important to remember when you're attaching one piece of wood to another piece of wood that if you're dealing with like thin woods and compressed woods, like this piece I have here, you want to drill lead holes before you put screws through the wood, or else you might end up cracking your wood. So I've made some lead holes here, and now I'm going to use the bigger drill bit to put some space for my screw heads so they can go in a little bit deeper. Okay, top of the wood cracked a little bit, but that's okay. We've got enough room for our head to go in, and in these other spaces, we're just gonna fill it with some wood putty, and when we sand it over and stain it, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. Oh, and very important, especially when you're working with wood or any material in particular, you wanna have the right screw, okay? It's always important to have the right tools. You don't wanna grab drywall screws for wood, you don't wanna grab wood screws for drywall, so on and so forth. So I'm using Everbuilt flathead Phillips wood screws, working like a charm. So a little bit of a situation, not a big deal. A little bit of an extension right there, because this piece was 24 inches long and the wall to the edge of the cupboard is only 23 inches long. So we got an extra inch. Now I've got this squared away. I know it fits inside the closet with these dimensions. So what I'm gonna do is trim a little fat off this thing, and we're not gonna detach it. We're just gonna go back to old reliable, old Milwaukee, you know, or as they say in Algonquin, the good earth, Milwaukee. Yeah, look it up. Okay, so we've had a pretty good night doing what we gotta do. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill these holes. Sanding it really worked out well. Like I took the top layer off and with some 80 grit to get the top layer off, and then some 120 fine grit to really smooth it out. And I gotta tell you, it's nice. It's very nice. I'm gonna fill these screw heads in with some putty. I like this plastic wood, all-purpose wood filler. It's really good. I'm gonna leave this to sit overnight. And then in the morning, I'll finish sanding, I'll put the stain on it, and wrap this up tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in to Home Improvements with Dugan. We'll see you tomorrow.